The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Kansas City. As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football away on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. He was well over 100 yards left this week. A little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Right back to Edwards-Helaire on first down. The tackle made by the corner, Jimmy Smith.
Not the kind of game that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of game that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Mahomes now to throw. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down.
I know it's a little bit of a cliche to talk about all the tight ends who are really wide receivers in the NFL, but Travis Kelce fits that perfectly. He led all tight ends last season with over 1,200 yards receiving, 4th in the NFL. I think he's one of the gold standards in the league for the tight end position, and I don't know if anyone has any more fun playing the game than Travis Kelce.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Now Edwards-Helaire. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good.
Chiefs 7, Ravens nothing. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll drop to throw. And no, incomplete. Boy, they took a shot there on the first play, tried to start it out with a bang, but it's 2nd down. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. This pass into the arms of Snead. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Jackson on first down. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
10 yards on the...
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. From the gun, Jackson. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10. Matt Judon there to bring him down.
There on the stop. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 10-yard line.
On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. Tough running there before being wrangled down shy of the 15. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
A 3-yard
Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got got that award? Because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
First down, Chiefs.
They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
Here's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 39. 15 yards on the play, first down.
A gain of 15.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brought down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Edwards-Helaire on the counter, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Butker's kick here is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
Yeah, I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
I sat down with my accountant. He said, I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent money.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Dobbins running out of the gun. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
And 2.
He can run for it, and he will. Oh, he's got some breathing room. He's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 16 yards on that one, and a Raven first. Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the first down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach, and probably his agent too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
And they'll get this to... the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
At the 23-yard line.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's a give to Dobbins. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Dobbins the ball carrier.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety, being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Jackson from the shotgun. Being chased out left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker, Justin Tucker, out onto the field.
3-yard attempt.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
On second down and 4, Mahomes going deep for Hill. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that. Then when they've
down the numbers,
Prime time,
he goes. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs take advantage of the turnover and put up 6. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3.
The score, Chiefs 17, Ravens 3. Harrison.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Another run here with Dobbins. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. It's worth noting when you talk about Jackson's running ability, the Baltimore wide receivers had just over 1,400 receiving yards combined last year. And, Charles, that was the fewest yards by a wide receiver group in the NFL since 2011.
And, partner, I expect that number to go up this year. Last season, Lamar Jackson got very comfortable with his tight end group. In fact, he had one tight end and went to the Pro Bowl. But I think now, because of his ability to run the ball, it'll bring defenders closer to the line of scrimmage.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Jackson's pass.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Calais Campbell on the stop.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there.
On the coverage.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Trying to lay one up deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And that last pick six may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the 4th quarter. They need points quickly. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
3-yard pickup.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
At the 28-yard
Jackson. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
35-yard line.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And the Chiefs are going to get him.
Jackson.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. He's going deep for Brown. And And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Incomplete.
The Ravens on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
The 45-yard line.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Flush to his right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
First and 10.
For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
22 yards.
A good pickup there at 22. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes.
A loss of 8 yards.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
Mahomes pass intercepted. The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to
So the
go.
failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. One last shot for Jackson. He's going to let it fly. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Okay, he's good.
Tonight's final.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them in just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for the Chiefs, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll return home next week to take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.